Well, hello, and thank you so much for tuning into our BET Awards special spotlight on First Coast News Plus. I'm Jasmine Monroe, and joining me here today is the fabulous KG Sainville, as well as Felicia Anderson, expert photographer and fashionista. Today, we are shining a spotlight on one of the biggest celebrations of Black culture, the BET Awards. Established in 2001 by Black Entertainment Television, the BET Awards honors Black excellence in music, film, sports, and entertainment. Legendary artists like Prince, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Mary J. Blige, and of course Kendrick Lamar have all graced the stage with iconic performances, from groundbreaking moments to tributes that move the world. The BET Awards have become a powerful platform for celebrating culture and creativity, and this year was no different. So KG and Felicia, of course, thank you so much for joining us here today. This is exciting. So tell me how you felt about the BET Awards. What were your thoughts?
Oh my goodness, so much nostalgia. It just brought you back to when you were a kid coming home from school, trying to catch 106 in Park, the 106 in Park tribute. Oh my gosh, I was trying not to scream too loud because my daughter was sleeping. When Free came on the screen, I was like, silent scream, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I do wish AJ was there, but it was still so perfect how they did that. I think it was perfect.
Yes. Same. This year was very different as far as like the attire, the requirements, what they wanted them to wear. But I'm very excited of how this year turned around because new artists, we had a lot of Year of the Women.
I know.
So many women artists, and I love it. So it was amazing.
It was really good.
All right, so my favorite part, of course, was 106 in Park, like you were saying. When you got home from school, you just went straight to the TV. You wanted to see Free and AJ. And then I know that Roxy wasn't able to make it last night. So there were people that you, of course, missed. But man, it was a jam-packed show. All right, so let's get into it. These women have defined the soundtrack to our lives with emotion, style, and undeniable talent. This is Best Female R&B Pop Artist. Here are the nominees. So first up, we have Ari Lennox, Arya Starr, Coco Jones, who I love, Kehlani, Money Long, Summer Walker, SZA, and Victoria Monet. So the winner was, of course, who is it? You can say it. SZA.
The winner, yes. I was like, should we give it away? Okay, yes. SZA definitely. She can make a bop. Like, it can really be about anything. We've heard some of the songs she's made, but it's always a bop. It's always something you could just put on and be just like.
I'm surprised Victoria Monet didn't win. Victoria Monet has her last Jaguars album was very good.
It was beautifully done.
SZA, she's number one.
Between the two, I thought it was it was up in the air. But SZA wasn't there. Kenzie, why?
She was running late.
She was
on Colored People time. CPT time.
She thought it started 30 minutes after she got there. She thought she was
That's
early,
her running.
probably.
That's her running.
Yeah. That's literally. And I do love when she receives her award. Do you remember when she received her award from her best friend Lizzo? She was coming. It's always her just like, I mean, it reminds me of the movie that she was in with
No
Keke
Good
Palmer.
Days.
Yes. Just like, get it together because she's so talented. But just get it together.
That's so real. Like, that's a real thing. Being late is, unfortunately, it happens to us all. And, she just shows that you can still be a winner and be late.
Exactly.
That's probably not a good thing to take away from this.
No.
Remember me different.
And again, you were saying, like, of course, there was so much happening outside of the award ceremony, the protests happening. We do know that was happening. And Doechii actually received an award. And she shouted the folks out, just bringing some acknowledgement to what was happening outside of the door.
Because I think a lot of people didn't know if they didn't have their phones, like right outside the doors was like lots of protests.
How close it was.
So that was important. That was a really dope moment that she even brought it up, because some people, like, I feel like they try to leave politics out of things, but at this point you can't. Like, it's something that needs to be talked about.
And the network is trying to censor it out of the program, so it's amazing that she
so she did something she probably wasn't supposed to do.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Back to SZA, the winner, of course. What is one of your favorite SZA songs?
Ooh.
Wow.
You go first.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. I'll say mine first.
Mine is I Should Not Like This Song. You go first.
Snooze. I like Snooze.
Snooze is good. There's so many though. How do you pick one?
It's okay. Anyone.
I know.
Just say one.
I like Snooze.
Supermodel?
Oh, you like The Weeknd?
I should not like this song, guys. I That's okay. I am the weekday and the weekend. Okay, but I like the song. The song is just good.
Down.
Okay?
She's locked down.
Album. Her Control album was good.
Yes.
I'll say the whole album.
Oh, Solana. She knows what she's doing. All right, we are going up to our next nominee, which is, it comes in with flow and lyrics, legacy. These kings bring fire to the mic and heat to the streets. So they represent voice of the generation to get ready for the best male hip hop artist. Here are the nominees. Who do we have up? We, of course, have Bossman D-Lo, Burna Boy, Drake and Future, Kendrick Lamar, G-Lock, Lil Wayne was there.
Wow. Yes.
And Tyler, the Creator.
Yes.
Wow. How do you pick one?
Lot. That is a lot. I feel like they just did any, mini, money, more at this point. Because what?
It's so tough to pick, too. You know? It's really
tough. But we
tough.
know who the ultimate winner is.
Who was the winner, Kenzie?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar took home a lot of awards.
He took home.
Do you think he deserved this award?
He deserves it.
You
He
do?
definitely did. He did a lot.
After what he did last year with the whole beef with Drake and everything, and he just kept on putting out hits and hits.
Literally.
And plus, even at the Grammys, he won
Super Bowl performance.
Yes.
I mean, he murdered it last year.
I don't even know why they had a
Look
category.
at that smile, that mischievous
I know, he's
smile.
like, yeah, I know.
You know, that
Look,
mischievous smile.
I just know.
That's just,
Yeah. Imagine, you're going up against this person and you just keep seeing them.
I know.
And they just have been talking about you and you just keep seeing them. So that's Kendrick.
Kendrick and SZA for our first two. Of course, we will have more right after the break. We have a lot to get into, talking about who won the best video of the year and some memorable funny moments, of course, from Kevin Hart right after this. Well, welcome back. We are talking all things BET Spotlight on First Coast News Plus. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, music isn't just heard, it is seen, felt, and experienced. This category honors the visual masterpieces that push those boundaries and bring songs to life. Welcome to Video of the Year. Here are the nominees. So we have some good ones. Taking a look at our screen, we have G-Glock Shaboozey. Y'all know the bar song, right?
Yes.
Kehlani After Hours, who I love so much. Denau is a River by Doechii. Family Matters by Drake. Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Yes. And then we have a couple others by Playboi Carti and Travis Scott too as well. So every legend starts somewhere, of course, right?
Yes, definitely.
So our winner is, for this one, it is, of course, Kendrick. He literally took home every award.
Yeah, it makes sense though. It honestly makes sense. Not Like Us at this point is like
it's a cultural phenomenon at this point. Like, put it in
you will never
museums.
Forget the song. Never.
No. He's like beating it into our heads, right?
Literally. And it's not even him at this point. It's us.
Yeah,
we
it
is. Keep recreating.
Do you still
stuff.
listen to it?
I do. I do.
We do.
I definitely have made like 17 reels with Not Like Us.
And it's still
the instrumental.
This reel might be about Not Like Us, right?
It really. It should be, actually. It makes sense.
So what do you think it takes in order for all of that hard work? Because you are a photographer here, experience, honoring, you do a lot and you cover a lot of things. So what does it take in order to, make the best video of the year and things like that?
To be honest, being yourself, being authentic to what you wanted, your vision or what you're passionate about, just sticking to that and not trying to go off and be like somebody else. Hence, Not Like Us. So just being true to yourself and just remembering the vision and going with it, going for it. The first step is actually to do it in the first place, because you're always doubting yourself like, man, I can't do this, man, I'm not capable. And you can, so just do it and you'll kill it, like Kendrick Lamar did.
She ate with that. Right. Kenzie, you are a director too as well. Not only do you talk fashion and the latest things that are happening on First Coast Living, you talk about a lot of, you visualize a lot of things. How do you know what a good shot is when it comes to visual learning?
I think the key is knowing who your anchor is, knowing who your your audience is, and knowing what they like and being able to visualize on screen what they want, and being collaboration. That's really important. Teamwork is very important. So
and of course social media too. So what do you look for when you're looking at these videos, and what do you like? What makes you hit that like button? Because it takes a lot now. We used to like everything, right? And what is it?
Yeah, it's definitely the hook. you
and
can
when you
just
say
feel
hook,
a
you're talking
connection.
about
like
the
the
music.
first 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It could be the music, it could be how you frame the shot. So framing the shot and what's going on in the first 3 seconds is like super important, because in the first 3 seconds, like there's no sound, or like you don't see anything on the screen, like you already lost the attention.
Yeah.
So that's like a really important thing.
Yeah, I think mine is the sound that they're using for that reel.
Yeah.
Because what emotion does it give to the audience?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want them to feel watching your video? So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, every legend starts somewhere. We know this. These rising stars have burst into the scene with some raw energy, fresh sound, and a vision that demands attention. So this is Best New Artist. So who is our Best New Artist? Of course, let's take a look. We have Boss Mandilo, we have D Bills, Leon Thomas, October London, Shabuzi, and Teddy Swims. Listen, while I was getting dressed for this segment, I was listening to Teddy Swims, and I love
that voice
his
is powerful.
music. I love his music. But we, of course, only could have one winner, and our winner is
Leon Thompson.
Yes.
Leon Thompson. Congratulations.
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 How many times do you listen to this song? It's on repeat.
Yes. It's crazy. When I first heard the song, I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
Because I was watching him on Nickelodeon years ago, and to see him evolve into this artist that he is now is just so powerful. Like I said, everyone starts somewhere, and his journey has just been so beautiful. And I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
He's on tour too, so
congratulations. He deserves it.
Well, listen, when he was receiving his award, you know where his mom was?
Where?
At the bathroom.
Oh,
He had just made it back out. It was so funny. It's like when you gotta go, you just gotta go.
You gotta go, literally. You do, because it's gonna go if you don't.
He thanked his mom, so
He did.
That's a
But
good
she
thing.
ended up making it back out. She was waving.
Yeah.
You could tell she was running. She was darting back out,
Yeah.
not to miss that moment. But it honestly means a lot, because it takes a village in order to get things done.
It
I want to
does.
talk about some of the greatest moments from the awards. Some of your favorite moments, Felicia.
Okay.
Let us know.
Okay, so Kirk Franklin.
Yes.
His speech.
Kirk Franklin.
It really moved me, because a lot of times we disqualify ourselves, and he said something so profound. He was like, sometimes it don't make sense, and that's when you know it's God. Because sometimes you're in situations where you're like, how did I even get here? And it's really because it doesn't make sense, but God. And I just thought that was so beautiful. He said how he's not perfect. He even admitted how he's not even a singer, because he's not.
He's not.
I'm always wondering why his name is on the track, to be honest, okay? Because he's not singing, he's not doing anything except for moving around the stage most of the time. But listen, it doesn't make sense. That's how you know it's God.
When they were going back and forth, like the riffs and the runs, like something about his music, because of course we grew up with this music, and you know, in Maverick City too as well. To know them is to love them. But it takes a lot in order to put on an award ceremony, because they had a little bit of something. They got the rap, they have the pop, they have the R&B, and then they have the gospel. And then they paid homage back. Mariah Carey said this was her first.
I was shocked.
I was like, is this shade, Mariah? I love her though.
It's a little.
She's iconic.
Her shade is with glitter though.
Yes,
you
it
know?
is. That's why I love her. She's just like a billionaire, first of all. So it's like
she doesn't really need it, but she's like, well, if it's gonna be
know,
an award, it's gonna be the Icon Award.
I think this is her first time getting a BET award.
Yeah.
Yes.
25 years of the award ceremony.
That's why
Mariah
I'm like,
Carey.
What happened? Do you guys have tea?
Spill the beans. Spill the beans.
Something is something is
What
there.
was your favorite moment from the awards?
Mine was Jamie Foxx. His acceptance speech
was 35 minutes long.
Literally.
I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Pause. Yes. You're good. Yes. Listen, he took so long.
As he should.
That literally Stevie Wonder could see that it was time to
He
go.
had to.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Because this past year we've seen Jamie Foxx in the media with his health and being in and out of the hospital. Just seeing him on the stage, like, you can overcome a lot with prayer, with God, and with whoever you believe in. But just his journey, seeing his family cheer him on. His daughter was crying.
She was crying.
It was just beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
His sister, that is, it was so powerful.
Yeah.
Like, and just to see him like really thank God, like you can truly see when somebody is thankful for what God has brought them through, and like you can truly see, and it just makes me cry every time I see him. And I'm like, am I emotional or like What is happening?
No, I mean his comedy show and his special.
Yes,
he talked a lot about this in his Netflix special. So I wasn't surprised, when he talked about it. But I feel like we were talking about it in the newsroom, and I was saying like, sometimes it felt fake, but it's like when you go through something,
you can't fake
when
it.
you beat the odds of death,
literally,
it will bring you to tears each and every time.
And everybody else in the room,
Yes.
like if you have any sort of something.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
All right. Well, an album is more than just a song. It's like a story and a soundtrack. So to our lives and a testament to artistic vision. The category recognizes the most powerful and impactful albums that have shaped the year. Welcome, the album of the year. All right, we have some Sexy Red, of course. We got some Drake and Party Next Door. Chris Brown did. I was just about to give it away.
Okay.
Doechii, Beyonce, Glorilla, Lamar, right? Kendrick Lamar. I said Lamar. The Weeknd, Future, and Metro Boomin. Album of the year, of course, goes.
There he is.
Kendrick Lamar.
That face will be remembered.
It is.
Forever.
This is a meme.
We need a statue.
It's a meme.
Yeah.
'Cause
I wonder if he is still surprised.
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
he's expecting it. You think he's
I feel
expecting
like
it now?
he is expecting it for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
He knows the body of work was working.
Yes. And it's the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew.
Yeah.
So I feel like majority of the community are on Kendrick Lamar's side, and not saying it was rigged, but I'm not saying it was rigged. I'm not saying-
Drake then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, some of the
Kendrick,
other
yeah.
best moments of the night, of course, like we said, Lil Bow Wow, B2K coming out. I mean, they were on my wall in my bedroom when I was younger.
Me too.
So that,
Yeah.
bump, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, even just the outfits, like the attire, they had it down. Like,
Everything.
it took you back.
Glorilla in Love with
Yes.
Keisha Cole.
Oh
They
my gosh.
paid tribute together, and Snoop Dogg was there too as well.
Snoop,
Were you
his
surprised?
Voice, honestly,
It was.
a little, yeah.
Yeah.
But then also Lil Wayne,
Yes.
like
That was his Super Bowl.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
definitely came out with his cup, by
Yeah.
the way. Because listen, he will have his cup. He doesn't care where he is at. He's going to have the cup.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
probably why he wasn't on
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. So it was like, sir, you need to put down the cup. And
Yeah.
he said no. And they were like,
You're
okay.
banned.
What about Tiana Taylor? Did you guys see Tiana Taylor's performance?
Yes, I
Yes.
did. And I feel like it was almost like her
AI.
coming back to her
Yeah.
roots,
Yeah.
you know?
I think it's very much on brand for who she
technical.
is. Yeah.
She is. She is
She's
phenomenal.
in love.
Yes. She is.
Yes, all the red. She's in love with
Karen.
Love.
Pierre, that's Mufasa.
That's Tiana.
Yes, that's Tiana.
Man.
Yes, it really is.
Yes.
But
loved
I mean,
it.
overall, your thoughts? 10 out of 10. Personally,
Yes.
for
Yes.
me.
10 out of
For the
10, I
BET
did.
Awards, because for a long time it just I really do like what Kevin Hart and the team that they did. They said bring back black tie affair,
Yes.
bring back the class. A little less showing
Yes.
everything,
They did
because
it.
the BET Awards got away from what really is important, and that's the
Yes.
music.
Exactly.
Right?
And also black excellence.
Yeah.
Black excellence.
You know,
Yeah.
dress the part.
Yeah. And our sports person of the year, Angel Reese.
Yes.
She took it home.
Yes.
And Denzel Washington was our actor of the year too, as well.
Are
So
we
love
surprised?
Denzel. I'm not
No,
surprised.
I love him.
Love a good Denzel moment.
Yes.
But what was your most memorable moment from the BET Awards? Something that you're not going to forget.
The fashion.
Yeah.
The fashion is different this year, and I'm just happy. Like I said, I'm happy they set the standard
Yeah.
for an award ceremony for us. We have to show up and be proud of our
Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Mine definitely still was the Kurt Franklin speech, and then Jamie Foxx's speech as well. And also when I felt like Stevie Wonder could see for a second, because the way he walked up to
He walked right up to
he
him.
walked up to him like,
Here's
your
take it.
award.
It's time to go.
you know, like, so how did he do that? So, I felt like he has vision, but he can't see, but he has vision. Ooh.
That's a word.
Listen, I felt like I was in church sometimes. I didn't know if I needed to shout, give like
Yeah.
communion
We were
or
texting
something.
last night. We were like, girl, this is bringing me back. Listen.
It is. It was so good.
But they did a great job
They did.
overall. I would definitely go to
Yeah.
the BET
Yes.
Awards.
Yes,
It makes
next
you want to
year,
go.
we can
It
do
does.
this
We
live.
could do a lot. It would be. It would sound great. All right, I'll talk to the bosses. See what we could do. All right, KG, Felicia, thank you so much. What a night to remember. Every single category was stacked and every winner earned their moment. The BET Awards proved once again why they are one of the most anticipated events in entertainment. Thank you so much for listening. That is a wrap on our special on the BET Awards Spotlight. For more exclusive content, celebrity news, and local entertainment, be sure to tune in to First Coast News Plus. I'm Jasmine Monroe, and thanks for watching.